So I decided to make a short video today just explaining how online tutoring works and why, in my opinion, it is actually better and in a lot of ways more effective and easier than in-person traditional tutoring. So, some of the misconceptions about online tutoring: people think it can't be interactive. People think that it can't have the same benefits as in-person tutoring. Sometimes people almost assume it's sort of like a second best to in-person. Now, in my opinion, online tutoring is essentially exactly the same thing as in-person tutoring. And in fact, in my opinion, it has benefits over in-person tutoring. So, first of all, how do we make it interactive? So I use Zoom or Skype. Both of these are free platforms for you and allow us to see each other, hear each other, chat in real time. It's live. It's just like you are sat in a room together talking, looking at each other. I do this at the same time I use a feature called screen sharing. Screen sharing means I can show the student whatever is on my screen. Now, what I do is I have all of the PDF online documents of textbooks. They're still getting to see and work through exactly the same textbooks that they'd see in person. However, they are online versions. So I click screen share, they see what I'm doing. I also have, let me get it, a drawing tablet and a pen, and what I do with these is I connect up to my computer and I have a digital whiteboard. This is actually one that connects to both mine and my student's computer, so both can draw it on it at the same time. Okay, so already we've got whiteboard, we've got the interactiveness, we've got the textbook, we've got the face-to-face. All of it same as in person. However, the benefits it has, in my opinion, first of all, every session can be recorded if the student and the parent is happy for this to be done. This will only be sent to the student, and it is essentially just for the student, or if they're younger, for the parent to go over concepts with them, or can be used for revision. This is especially useful for like GCSE preparation. They can watch the whole lesson again whenever they want. They can go and look over specific lessons that they have trouble with, go over them all again. Now, you don't get this with in-person tutoring. Assuming that you're not carrying around a camera and filming the entire session, it's just not going to happen. So that's a really big benefit, that what you learn in class, you have that for indefinitely. You have that. You've paid for the session and the learning that you got during it, but also to have that content under your belt for the rest of your life, for as long as you may need it. Okay? Secondly, pretty much everyone who is looking to study maybe their GCSEs, IGCSEs, or they're doing KS3, KS2, they're going to have access in their household to something like a tablet, an iPad, or a laptop, or a desktop computer. Any of those things work perfectly. Now, you just need one of those, that's all you need, and an internet connection to have my lessons. I thought the rest. It really, really makes everything about tutoring for the parents and the family much easier. We don't have to organise, do I come to your house? Do you come to mine? With the normal ways that a tutor will go to perhaps the student's house, that happens a lot. But with that, you've got to think about the rest of the family dynamics. You've got to think about, worrying about if you've got other kids, you've got other things going on. It might disrupt the house environment if someone is in the home who doesn't live there. You've also got to think about all these things all the time, more to organise, more to fit into your busy schedule with a family. Okay, so immediately easier. Even if you aren't at home, your teenager can log on for the scheduled session, have it done. Okay, So it's easier, it saves time, there's no travel, you're not travelling to my house. You know, you could get home from, I don't know, a class of some sort or an activity at 4 p.m. and start your class at 4:10. You don't need to factor in extra time really at all. Just as much time to get a notepad out or open up a Word document, open up Zoom or Skype. All you need. Okay, so it saves time, it's easier on the rest of the family, more convenient. Saves a lot of stress for mum and dad. As well as the fact you can record it all. It's kept forever. Other benefits for me, in a long-term sense, it's incredibly environmentally friendly. Okay, there's no printing out. There's less use of textbooks. We use online versions of the textbook. All of your notes, I will help you create them on a shared Google file. Again, less wastage. Internet is something we all already have, really, so you're just using a resource that's already there. There's also less travel costs and less fuel being used to and from houses, so if you're an environmentally minded person, that's just another added benefit that it has. So the way I see it is that not only is online tutoring exactly the same in most ways as how in-person tutoring and teaching works, it actually has a lot of added benefits. So these reasons all combined are why I've chosen to solely concentrate on online tutoring. I have done tutoring in person and it's great, it's excellent, but I've found that the online tutoring, I feel so passionate about it, and I honestly think it's already starting to, but I think it is really going to be a revolution in how tutoring and especially things like assisting in home education is going to help. It's also the fact that I can tutor people all over the world. I have homeschooled students that I tutor who live in Malaysia, in Russia. I tutor kids in China and the UK, in London, when I live in Leeds, anywhere. There are literally no bounds. Even if you're in a different time zone, I can figure it out, work it in my schedule. So it's completely inclusive. It allows anyone, wherever you are in the world. All you need is a laptop, a tablet, and an internet connection. That's why online tutoring for me is just going to absolutely change the world of tutoring, and I think that everyone who considers tutoring should definitely consider online tutoring.